a real review of Stonehenge. If you've ever wondered what human evolution looks like in 2025 compared to the Stone Ages, you'll find it here, and it's f***ing terrifying. First of all, when you eventually find this place, deep in the English countryside with absolutely nothing around it at all, it'll cost you £3.20 to park. And don't worry, you won't forget, as there's a warm welcome of reminders on the way in. So a family ticket here is £72.50, and with that you first get a little museum walkthrough of the history of Stonehenge. And spoiler alert, no one's actually got a clue what happened here. Now you're through that, you can get on one of the shuttle buses that will take you up to Stonehenge, about a mile away. You can also walk it though, and as it's a nice crisp winter's day, why not? As you approach, you've got to show your wristband to get into the inner circle bit, which is also looked after by a security guard. And now you can enjoy the stones with a nice crowd. I'll be honest, it was pretty special seeing something so famous and historical up close like this, but something about it just doesn't quite sit right with me. There's so many people here, and considering after about 10 minutes you've done the lot, £72.50 feels a bit expensive. And I'm pretty sure whoever first built Stonehenge didn't have on their agenda to rip off the general public in 2025. Surely it would have been better to just charge people for a while, save up the money, and then build a massive perspex fence around it and let everyone enjoy it for free. I did notice a few people on the outside of the paid area though, so you can get pretty close without having to splash out. So on behalf of any ancestors of mine that might have been around at the time this was built and are also a bit of a tight ass, let's go find out how. But first to the exit, and you know there's only one way out of these places, and that's through the rip-off gift shop. I'm not quite sure how a £15 bauble or a £60 ornament helps preserve the stones, but here we are. But anyway, now you're out. When you first arrive and begrudgingly have to pay the £3.20 parking, if you ignore the reception and walk straight past it up towards the coach parking, you can walk along the same path that I did, or on a public footpath in the field, all the way to the stones, to that outside bit, so you can enjoy it for a little bit cheaper. But if you do pay, I'd say overall an interesting, historical but slightly extorted day out. See you next time.